Hi, my name is Arya Jenkins, and I've written a chapbook of poetry called Jewel Fire. Regarding the title of this book, the phrase Jewel Fire comes from the prostration to the 35 Buddhas, specifically the line, "To the Tathagata Jewel Fire, I go for refuge." Some of these poems have appeared in literary anthologies and in online magazines. Fire, Preparation, The Retreatant, Love, and Freedom Weeps all appeared in the Golden Lantern. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free of suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings not be separated from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free of bias, attachment, and anger. This was the prayer of the Four Immeasurables. One of the most beautiful prayers ever written is the Four Immeasurables. I recite it daily as part of my spiritual program as a practitioner of Tibetan Buddhism. It has been a catalyst for my most profound meditations on the purpose of prayer and action in the world. It is a call for bodhicitta, ultimate love, toward which I aspire. May this prayer bless and endow all my actions and words with the most sacred intention as expressed in the Four Immeasurables. I'm going to read two poems from the first section called Four Songs to the Buddha. Preparation. She cleans around the altar, polishes Buddha's shoulders, blows away incense dust, fills the bowls with fresh water, and arranges flowers. Soon her teacher will come. The Retreatant. Life has its rhythms. Finally, I have carved my own. I dream of waking and open my eyes, filled with fire, wanting only to return to my essence. Two poems for Tibet. Freedom Weeps. The government promised us freedom, said things would get better. Now we are trapped in promises only the blind, unheeding world believes. In truth, this is how it is. At night, while everyone sleeps, soldiers come to remind us nothing belongs to us and everything is a lie. The shooting begins, then they send garbage trucks to pick up the dead, then sanitation trucks to clean up the streets. No one sees anything or hears anything. In our country, there is no freedom, no evidence of suffering, only the steely silence of the oppressed and the constant wind assaulting unmovable mountains. New York City March, 2008. We march as one. Even in our dreams we march, shaking our fists at the exiled sky, singing. Back home, if we were to do this, we would be jailed and possibly killed. Here it is possible to enact the savagery of the Chinese government on crowded streets, to wave our Tibetan flag, to recite prayer beads and weep all at once. Lost Doors for Burma. The doors to the temple are closed. Red robes flutter in the wind, snagged on brambles, ripped by knives. But there are no monks anywhere, no prayers or chanting, no blood either. Still, if you listen to stones in the weeping river, you will hear their mighty silence. To be human. His Holiness the Dalai Lama says the natural tendency of the human hand is to stretch out, not curl into a fist. We are not meant to fight, but love and give. Despite the wars, the violence, the chaos in which we live, I have faith in what it means to be human. Daily practice. Om. Sit on the cushion. Finish your practice. Hum. Bow gracefully to the Buddhas. Om. Step out into the street. Ah, help a stranger. Hum, expect nothing in return. Om, sit on the cushion. Ah, finish your practice. Hum, rise with sacred intention. Oma hum, Oma hum, Oma hum. This is from my endnotes. Activism is very much at the heart of my practice as a Buddhist. In the Mahayana tradition, we seek liberation not for our sake alone, but for the sake of all sentient beings. So that is my motivation. There is a wonderful story my gurus have shared many times about a mother who, unable to turn away from the swamp where her children are sinking and calling for help, returns again and again to save them. That is the work of all Buddhists in the world and all enlightened humans. To that end, I ask you to search for causes that are meaningful to you. Search in your own backyard, begin in your home, spreading peacefulness, cultivating kindness and compassion in your heart. There is so much work to be done. Let us help one another. The cause of Tibet and the cause of educating young women in Tibetan Buddhist spiritual traditions are close to my heart, as these traditions are and have been under threat of extinction since the Chinese government invaded Tibet more than 50 years ago. In the mid-1990s, when I was just starting out as a Buddhist, I had the great good fortune to meet Jetsunma Tenzin Palmo, a Western female teacher steeped in Eastern knowledge and teachings. After spending many years in retreat, she was just launching efforts to raise funds for a nunnery for nuns in her lineage, traveling the U.S., offering Dharma teachings. Since then, several books have been written by and about her and her efforts. She has since established the Donggyugat Saling Nunnery in India, which offers refuge to nuns in the Drukpa Kagyu lineage and educates them on the same level as monks, something that is very rare indeed. The building and maintenance of this nunnery is of great importance to the spiritual evolution of young women who have chosen this spiritual path, to the survival of Tibetan Buddhist traditions that are in danger of extinction, and to evolving the role of women as spiritual teachers and helpers in the world. Please see the website www.tenzinpalmo.com. Thank you for attending to this reading of some of the poems in Jewel Fire. May all the Buddhas bless your journey and bring you great happiness and liberation.